Right, well guys, what have I been up to? As you can see, the truck exploded. Right, excuse me, just moving stuff that way. Right, we're on deconstruction time. I've been putting it off long enough, but we moved on to bodywork. Various different bits and bobs. Right, how am I doing this right? First of all, thanks mainly to Pro Models, after watching his YouTube channel, for filling holes, gaps and cracks in hard bodies. Super glue or cyanoacrylate glue and bicarbonate of soda. Right, now that said, what you do is you sprinkle powder into the gap and then you put glue in it and voila, job done. I'm not sure if you've seen the repair there. Hang on, just bear with. Right, I've got my torch out to show you. Right, this door was, when I got this truck, it had one full door, which is here, which I haven't sanded yet. That was in one piece, intact. Don't know if you've seen the interior, but there you go. I've done some work on the seats, which I will show you momentarily. But the other door was broken there and there, and as you can see where I filled it with the super glue and bicarbonate of soda, or baking powder, whatever you want to call it. There's holes in it all over the place. Also, you can see like there, all the little holes in the shell, I filled them with this stuff. This is cracking stuff. Yeah, now I've started to fill the gap. I've sealed, put the two halves of the door together. I haven't filled that bit yet. Anyway, this here, oh, just to show you, I don't know if you can tell on this, but it gives a fairly good finish when it's sanded. Hopefully you won't be able to tell. Like, you can barely tell there. It's good stuff. I've used it many times. As long as you've got plenty of glue and plenty of that, and that's full. You've got lots of free filler. And because it's basically glue, you've got to really go some to crack it. You know, like I said, I'm just starting to fill the gap. That's what it looked like before. I haven't started on that side yet. That's where I've used, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, but just this stuff. I don't know if it's ABS or black styrene, because it was listed as both. I don't know if it is the same stuff or just they were hedging the bets on the auction. Right, so this is 2 layers deep here. Now I've glued it and left a gap to give me a shut line. I will have to get onto filling and prepping that sometime. I still haven't filled that gap. I'm putting that off, but I have to do it at some point. I've decided, after looking at pictures of the real deal, this it looks silly when the wheels are on, so I'm going to have to pull it up to here. I'm going to have to shorten or remanufacture this bump. I need to extend it here to bring it out. I may have to fabricate a whole new bumper. That'll be interesting. So that's the main body shell right now. I haven't done much of anything else to that. But like I say, we're starting to get body gaps, trim lines and stuff filled in. Dashboard, I don't know if you've seen it out of the car, but that turned out well. Now, my only gripe with this is Rustoleum Paint. This is the second time I've used it now, and it's awful stuff. Sorry guys, but if you touch this for any length of time, it turns sticky. And I painted this a week ago, and I can feel it now, getting tacky under my finger. That is really poor quality paint, guys. Just like the grill. I am going to have a clear up. Well, this is the rear hatch. Right, I'll show you that while we're on. That is going to go there. I'm going to sand and glue and fill in this. I've got some work to do on this. It sits a little wider than it's supposed to. I need to pull it in a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to just put some Lexan over this, and you won't see that. That'll just look like a glass piece. But that's actually from the original back of the cab. You got to be careful how you lift this, because, well, it's all in sort of prep work. Now, I don't know whether to try and use the spare tailgate. Do you know, I pound shop in the UK or dollar shop in the America, in cheap paint. It was like £1 a tin, and you can just see, even after 7 years, this stuff has kept its shine. And there's no primer. That's just straight onto the plastic. I just did a really good job taking the time of smoothing the plastic and just painted it with this stuff. And so I'm actually thinking if I've still got some to go black with this truck, and just then if it gets scratched and malarkey, oh, I'm dropping all sorts here. God, I really need to clear this mess up, man. Right, the interior. Yeah, not so sure. I ordered a piece of fake leather, which I'm was gonna trim these. This blue masking tape, I bought it. It wasn't cheap. I thought the blue stuff were better, but it is absolutely fucking awful. I did a really good job. It took an hour to mask these seats up, and the paint's leached underneath the masking tape everywhere. What an awful job. And I used my usual aluminium tape method to cover those. I was going to leave them red, but the masking tape did such an awful job. There's paint everywhere. Right, so the plan is the seats are going to be red, as are the... Oh, well, it's missing, but the little door panels there. I did them red in the other truck, black and red in, but anyway. So yeah, that's where we're at. I haven't done anything with the driveline. The chassis is still as it was. I've been sort of putting that off because, do you know what? I'm tempted to. Well, I'm going to give it a go and see how it looks, because I don't think it's going to work. I did sort of wish some ivory paint on the rear end. I've lost my piece of carpet. I'm going to redo that because it needs doing again. I'm still not happy with these. I am not happy with these at all. I'm going to put a trim panel that comes from here out at an angle and down so that it reduces the size of those. But anyway, so that's where we're at. Oh yeah, look, I masked them so that it looked like they were trimmed. I was going to leave the backs red so that it looked. I took a long time masking them properly so that it gave the right finish, and the masking tape let me down. It didn't help. Right, well, that's the paint I used. Rustoleum Painter's Touch. Thinking it's just for an interior trim. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. The rougher the finish, the better anyway, because it looks like fabric and leather. So I thought, no big deal. Painted over the red plastic, it went pink. So I don't know if you can see, but there is ever so slightly difference. Oh, it's not coming up. Ah, I missed a bit. Anyway, so while I was still masked up, I had to hit them with some primer, let that dry, and then hit it with the ivory again. And so if it's a slightly different colour to the rest of the trim, oh, let's have a look. Yeah, this episode's just, I don't know if it's coming out in the video, but it's a slightly different shade. I'll cope because I ain't doing them again. Anyway, so that's where we're at. I didn't realise until I took it apart, but it was broken there. There was some tape on it. I don't know if I put it on or if Paddy put it on before I got it, but the tape has left all the sticker behind. Right, guys, what do you reckon? Fill the holes and have a smooth roof, or try and recreate, because I don't have enough of these lights to put them in. And you know what? I think I might just fill the holes. Yeah, so that's where we are. I've got to fill the gaps there, do some padding out here because these are completely flat and they should be nice and rounded. So yeah, but we're getting there. As you can see, look, this is actually the back of the door on the Super Duty cab. So there's a door line there, because this is supposed to be straight up. So I've angled it, so I don't know if I can do this without breaking it, but that best way. But yeah, once that's a little bit more filler in there, that's the super glue and bicarb method. If you take your time with it, it does really well. So that's what I've got to do now, another week's worth of filling and sanding and filling and sanding. Maybe by next weekend I might be able to whap some primer on it. Ooh, that'd be sweet. So I've got three options. Ford actually do like a dark, like an oak green colour in these with like a champagne trim. I was going to do like a candy apple green, or I could do it black or white. All of those oh, did I just break it? Break it again. I heard it crack somewhere. I don't like cracking noises. Do not like cracking noises. Right, so there we go. That's the update. This is happening within a week or two now. I should have some colour on this thing. Been a long time in the works. So thanks for watching, guys. More updates to come. Enjoy. If you like it, subscribe, comment, rate, thumbs up. Definitely. Bye.